Good afternoon. I know it's later than normal for me to be posting, but I've been doing other stuff around the house and just didn't get around to wanting to do my makeup earlier. And I still haven't even unpacked my makeup from the incredible weekend I had in San Marcos with my son. And if y'all are personal friends of mine, you have seen my pictures from the weekend. I had the best time and enjoyed every second of it. And I loved these eyelashes. They were really awesome. So I might keep those out. And then Friday night, I got there Friday. Okay, I got too much stuff. Got there Friday, had a good time helping set up. I took my daughter to lunch first. Then I helped set up the fellowship hall of the church where the banquet is held. And then we went, I went back to the Airbnb and I got totally ready for Friday night. We all met up at Ivar's for dinner, which was really, dinner was okay. It was a buffet, and it was a taco buffet, and I really expected, to be able to make myself a taco salad, but that's not what they had in mind. So, I had tortillas with sauteed onions on them. But it's okay. I really didn't need all that food anyway. And then we went out, had the best time partying with the college kids. We went to two different bars and a karaoke bar, and it was fun. Some of the moms even sang karaoke. So yeah, I wanted to sing karaoke, but my son was not in the mood. So I was like, okay, next year we're picking a song. We're doing it next year. My son will probably still be in the chapter next year. He's got 22 hours left to complete. Here's all my eyelashes. So that's one thing. All right, I'll put my makeup up real quick. Meeting all the other moms, the new moms, was really nice. Seeing the moms I remembered, from last year was really nice. Saturday was an early morning. We got up and got on the bus to go to Fredericksburg, and we went to a couple different wineries. They were good. Beautiful. Fredericksburg is really pretty. This was my first time going to Fredericksburg. I want to go back. I really, really, really want to go back. All right, so I got my makeup put away. Let me clean my face. When we got back, it was time to start getting ready for the evening. So I put on my ball gown or my formal, whatever you want to call it, not the ball gown shape, and did my face and my makeup, my hair, and we went to the gala, and it was wonderful. Daniel was really wanting this one basket. We ended up getting it. And then what else? We went out after the gala. I got to meet one of Daniel's friends that he's been really good friends with this girl for 3 years. So it was finally nice to actually meet her in person. And then Sunday I drove home. Okay. New things. These are not Saint related. These are because I love makeup. So it's been going all over TikTok. It is the Magical Guardians. I think it's called the Lunar Palette. Yes, the Lunar Palette. And I have the other one. It's going to be... Oh, there it is. I see it now. Okay. So there's 3 of them. So I have the original one. And this is the Lunar palette. There's one more that's an orange palette, so I'll show you. These are very creamy duochrome eyeshadows. So I'll swatch this one. I swatched this one a while back. I need to put them together since they're set. Okay, so here we go. The Lunar palette. They have names, so we're going to swatch. So, Full Moon. Look at that. It's like super pretty. Okay, the next one is, and I'm doing them this way, okay? All the way down and then all the way down. So, Moonlight. That one is almost like lilac. The next one is Blue Moon. And that's that very pretty purple to blue shift. And Twilight. Twilight is more of like a mauve-y purple. Okay, now we're going to the next row. Luna. That one's got like 2 or 3 colors. I'll turn my fan on. Okay, so that one is like, man, it's like hot pink, purple. It, cannot. New Moon. Oh. I wish that y'all could see it as well. Oh, there you go. Kind of. There you go. Okay. Shooting Star. Really pretty. And the last one is Galaxy. These are like butter soft, super pigmented. Oh my Lord. Okay. Incredible, incredible. Love it. And then, let's see. Okay, I gotta move some things around here. All right. Those go together. All right, we're gonna move that. Okay. That's here. Okay. Then I got some new liquid lipsticks because they were on sale for like 50% off. I got a few same colors, you know, like every time I'm going to order Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick, I'm getting Weirdo, which is my black. And I think, let's see. All right, nope. They were out of Red Rum, which is unfortunate because that's my red performance lipstick. But here we go. I got Sugar Spike. That's actually a pretty color. I don't normally wear pinks, but I got a couple. Not bad. Okay. Gotta figure out where I'm gonna put all these now. I gotta go. All right. And I got Forbidden Fruit. Ooh, now that's kind of interesting. Probably going to be like super magenta on me, but we'll get there. Then I got Misery. And here's what it looks like there. Let's see, it's looking more pink. Okay, kind of like a plummy chocolate. Vampy. All right, well. Bite. Yeah, bite my lip. Okay. Not bad. You know. And then my two colorful choices. Blue and purple. And this one is Blue Velvet. And it is blue. Yep. Blue. And this one is Healing Hour. And I'm wearing purple today, so I want to put it on my lips, and we're going to just see. I don't like it. No. I'm going to do my makeup now, even though my lips are already on. But I really wanted to swatch these new liquid lips. And let's see. I've got to figure out. I need to clean my hand off. I got liquid lipstick all over it. And y'all can go back and look at the swatches of Magical Guardians Lunar palette I just got in. Let's see, what are we saying? Hey, thanks for joining me. And my next new product I just got in from, I got all this on the TikTok shop. I've been seeing it forever, okay? Like, I've seen this big thing. And I've had it in my cart. And I watched this one particular girl. And she just recently kind of started showing some of her like tutorials. But normally she just holds up the product with her makeup already done. And she does pretty good makeup. But I've been following her and I've been listening to her stories now. Like, she's a homeschool mom. She's young. She's developed agoraphobia. And now people are wanting to see her makeup tutorials, and this is one of the things that she's been showing on her TikToks lately. What is all this? All that I get here. It's from Beauty Creations. Oh, they sent a whole bunch of stickers. Well, that was cute. I'll give them to my daughter. She loves stickers. All right. Yeah, so this must be the head of the Beauty Creations. I don't really know much about Beauty Creations, but I have been seeing this. And I really like this one girl that's been showing it on her page. So I bought it through her TikTok link. I gotta take my trash out. But here it is. It's Dare to Be Bright collection. It's big, okay? I'm supposed to get into it now. See, hang on. And what it is, and it's not like I don't already have these kind of products before, or currently, but what it is the entire purple. I guess this purple knew it was going to be used today because it jumped literally right out of the palette. Okay. It is literally the entire spectrum of colors. Okay. And yeah, it's a little good. Let's go ahead. We have a blooper aisle. Okay. Anyway, yes, you can spin the wheel and pick a color for the day if you're undecided on the color. A white one is somewhere around here, but like, yeah, there we go. But these are, yeah, Spin the wheel. Yeah, I'm doing purple today. Okay. So these are color base primers for your eyes. All right. Like I use every day. All right. I always use a neutral one. And I do have these colors, but I want to see how these perform as opposed to my, my ones from Amazon, which are great. All right. They also come with the gel formula of it. And I'm not going to take the top off because I don't want them to dry out. So they also come with a gel primer that you could also use as graphic liners. And each one of them comes with a pencil. Let's see. How do you get to them? Turn it somehow. How does it work? Somehow does it turn? I can't figure this out. This one does not seem to turn, so I'm curious. And it doesn't open. Okay, let me try another one. So far, I'm not happy with the pencils. Let's see. Maybe there's a trick to it. I mean, I don't use pencils very often. But anyway, you can use the pencils as eyeliner, or even like if you're gonna do that one. Okay, so this one's already out. And I've heard they're really creamy. Ooh, wow. Yeah, they really are. So I've heard that you can like draw your shapes or whatever, and then maybe people are better with pencils than they are with the little micro brushes. But yeah, that's super creamy. I don't know. Can it be used as a lip liner? I don't know. Okay, so since that one was like that, of course it would be the black one that's like not, like there's no point. It's up in there. Can you see it? Yep, there it is. I have to figure out if I can. Oh, there. Okay, now how do you? Maybe I can shove it. Shove it. Well, that was too creamy. Okay, it doesn't twist. I'll have to figure out how to shove it. All right. So anyway, it's the full spectrum of all these colors. I'm going to try the purple today because I'm doing a purple eyeshadow look to go with my purple shirt and my purple pants. And truth be told, I was inspired by Michaela. She ran across, she was on all over my For You page. And she had her hair in rollers and looking fabulous as always. And she was doing an all purple makeup look, like this new purple blush, which actually looked hot pink to me when she finally got it on her skin. And then a purple lip oil, which just kind of like was shimmery with her very signature nude lips. But her eyeshadow is really pretty. It is my favorite color. But what she was talking about was something very personal to her. And it caught my attention. And so I listened to her whole thing. And it was beautifully said as a wife of someone, you know, Cody, and they were honest about Cody's issues from the very beginning. Like, I knew a while before they even got engaged that Cody had addiction problems. So she was talking about Cody, and I thought she did a wonderful job, and she's his wife, and she should be allowed to do whatever she wants to do. But of course, because she's Michaela Nogueira, everybody is being like all, and I'm like, you know, seriously, grow up, people. So, but anyway, I liked her look, and so I'm going to try to recreate it. So I'm actually going to use one of her palettes, because why not? Let's see if it's, oh no, is it this one? This one will be the purples. I think it is. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I think I'm going to use her to Having to Hold palette, which is their, or let me look real quick. Let me see. I have her other two. No, it's definitely not that one. She could have used a combination. It's definitely not that one. Okay, we're going to use her to Having to Hold. But one thing I've also noticed is that Michaela has been like getting rid of, and she says 80% of her makeup. And I'm like, what is going on there? Like, why is she clearing out all of her makeup? Like, you know, yeah, she's a content creator. There's something else going on. Like, are they moving? I mean, she just bought her dream house, you know. Is she coming out with her own makeup line? I've seen that speculation. But why is she throwing out and donating all this makeup? I'm sure there's a reason. But I don't know if I'm going to like the reason. But I don't know. I don't live vicariously through the people that I watch on TikTok. I just shop. Yeah, I've wondered that too. But I mean, it's like I always wonder about all that PR. Like, I know she gives away a lot of the PR, and maybe that's what she's doing again. Maybe she's decluttered. I know she's you know, some of the other influencers are being kind of catty with her about her point of view, which is her skincare line. I like Korean skincare, so I'm really like locked in on the brand that I use. So I'm not gonna have any say in what like her point of view skincare line. All right, get this done. All right, so I am dance is going well. We have a couple of performances coming up. We will be performing multiple shows. That hurts. At Meow Wolf on the night Friday, April 25th, starting at 7:15, and Neon Nights goes until 10 o'clock or something. So we will be performing in different times, and then Zara Belly Dance will be performing, you know, their set times. And then I think there's even going to be some workshops, belly dance workshops, I think fusion style. So all evening long there'll be, you know, things for the people to do that are walking through there and looking and watching. So I'm excited about that. Got my costume out already because I need to make sure like all my belts still fit, which it fits, but it's on the verge of being too big. And I don't know that I can take that belt up anymore. That's the problem I'm starting to run into as I tone up everything. Like, I'm not losing weight anymore, but my measurements are changing. So I'm like, and so I got the bra, the belt, the black flares, the black choli, and I got a new turquoise fringe skirt. So it's all, and I think for that performance I'm actually going to wear my orange and turquoise dreads that I created for Migrations, because they'll be like glow in the dark with that orange on them, and they're Daigle orange anyway. And then I'm going to start doing some makeup looks, and then coming up at night when my blue lights are on, so we can see if I can get a glow in the dark look, because the black light and blue light of Meow Wolf, it'll be good to know if it'll actually glow in the dark like I want it to. Okay, I'm gonna need some new, my tins are almost empty. I need to go through all my back stock and see if I've got my colors. If not, I need to place an order. But I'm like running out of my, thought I was forgetting something. Yeah, I need to make sure I can always keep the colors that I have finally found that look decent enough. Sunday when I got home, Chuck wanted to run an errand, so got back in the car and we did our errand, and then we went and ate at Wabi House down on 8th in Fort Worth. It's pretty good. Like, it's like a ramen house, really. A ramen pho. Oh my gosh, the appetizers were incredible. We got some yakitori and some takoyaki octopus balls. They were so good. Like, and I would have never ordered them had it not been for taking my daughter to lunch on Friday there in San Marcos. She wanted to order the takoyaki balls, and I'm like, well, what is that? She's like, octopus balls, Mom. And I'm thinking, okay. They were really good. So when I saw it on the menu at Wabi House, I was like, can we please get this? It's really good. And my husband was like, okay. And they did not disappoint. Theirs were bigger, had more sauce on them, and bonito flakes, like big bonito flakes, and they were really good. And then, I mean, Chuck and I both, I mean, I was tired from driving home and getting up at 6 in the morning after being out until like 1:30 on Friday or Saturday night. So I didn't get much sleep and drove home. Chuck had been awake since 5, because that's when Addison woke up. So he was tired. So we both kind of took naps, but and then Monday was just kind of like a get back into the swing of things after being out of town. Tuesday I had dance, ran some errands, had book club. It was good. People seem to actually have liked the book. It was Dark Matter. It was kind of a strange book, but everybody seemed to like it, so that was good. We picked a new book, and it is The Curious Charms of Arthur Pepper. So it's about a widower, and he travels. So I'm really hoping that the food is really, like, food is mentioned a lot in the book, because this last book literally had like beer, wine, Macallan 25, which is a whiskey or a scotch, popcorn, hot dogs, funnel cakes, cotton candy, nuts, not much food at all. So food was definitely not a big mentioning item in the book. And we like to have food mentioned, so our book clubs are more fun. We have all the fun food. I got cotton candy for everybody and said, here, take it home to your grandkids. I don't need it. But yeah, that was that. And then, so Arthur Pepper is our next one. So I'm really hoping for some really good food. I think he goes to India. So I'm really hoping for some really good Indian food because I love to cook Indian food. All right. And then let's see, I finished this Storm Sister. No, that was the second sister. I don't know. Star, whatever. I finished the third book. It was really kind of like Star found her ancestor type things. Well, she found out who her like great grandma was or something. But so it was really like she's not technically like blood related to these people. So Star goes and meets these people and finds this, you know, the journals of a Flora. And Flora was this young girl, early 1900s, like 1909, whose younger sister is getting married and she's older. So basically at that point, she's like a spinster. But she falls in love with somebody, but that's the man that the little sister loves and really wants to marry. So Flora says, you know, marry my sister, forget about me. And of course, you know, they do. She moves off to be the governess of this other family in London. And there's a mysterious visitor that comes to the house to see the mistress of the house. And, you know, it's a secret about who this person is. And finally, she gets to meet this mysterious visitor. And they call him Bertie. And he's there and he visits and everything. And then life goes on. And then she finds out that it's the King of England. That's Bertie, Edward. And they never were like explicit about the lady that has hired her to be her daughter's like tutor. Like it never was like revealed that the King of England and this woman were romantically involved actively, but that's not the kind of book series these are. So, I mean, I think you're left to speculate that they are having an affair. But anyway, Flora meets people and there's really not a love interest, you know, because the man that she like, I guess she loved him, was married to her younger sister, and then her younger sister is going to have a baby. She goes up there to visit. Oh, the mail is just now getting here. It's late today. And then the sister finds out that Flora and her husband had shared a kiss. And that was it. That was the extent of their, like, anything. And so the sister basically banishes Flora and says, don't ever come here. You're dead to me, basically. And then not too long after that, she's back in London and the king dies, which is tragic. It is. It's so tragic. And Flora, the woman that she was the governess for, as like, because people think that she's like the king's lover, maybe she was, they don't have they're not held in very high regard. And so that family, the two daughters, the mom and the dad, they basically like abandon Flora and go to their country home or something. And Flora's got nowhere to go. Her parents have moved to Scotland. Her grandparents, she's really never had much of anything to do with because they were in Scotland. Her sister has basically disowned her, and now the family that she was living with have gone into exile, and she's just living in this house for the time being when she figures out what she's going to be doing. And one night, a man that she met knocks on the door, and basically, you know, he's like maybe he was a solicitor, and back then that would have been an attorney for the king. And he had a letter for Flora from the king written on his deathbed. And basically, it's like everybody in London already knew all this. And Flora was like, why do I feel like the lead character in a play that I have no idea what's going on, but everybody else around me already knows how this play ends? Something to that effect. And so the solicitor gives her the letter from the king, and basically the king admits to being Flora's dad. So, like, Flora's mother and the king had been lovers. The mom got pregnant with Flora from Bertie, the King of England, but obviously, because it was an illegitimate child, she would never be able, and the king was married to the queen at the time, he couldn't recognize her. So anyway, Flora's mother marries that man, and then Flora starts to wonder, oh, well, no wonder my grandparents never wanted to have anything to do with me. No wonder my father was always very standoffish. So she's the daughter of the King of England, and then she basically lives out, you know, she befriends Beatrix Potter and lives out in the middle of nowhere and raises all these animals. She doesn't get married. She's a spinster. And it's been like 9 years or so since she's talked to her sister. And then one day, or maybe it's been it's been 19 years. And then one day, all right, I'm going to try my new purple Beauty Creations, and we're going to put it on half my lid, I think. Lord Voss shows up, and that's the man that her sister married. That's the man that was in love with Flora. That's the man Flora's in love with. And basically, you know, your sister died trying to give birth. Now I have this baby that needs a mom, and I've always loved you. And Flora's like, oh, well, you know, I've taken in a stray baby. Beatrix Potter showed up one day with this baby that's mom had died giving birth to it, and left it with Flora, and it was a little boy. And so Flora and Lord Voss, and I've totally forgotten his name, put that up, end up getting married. So she does marry finally later in life. Oh, this is pinky purple. And she raises the two children who her husband, like, kind of lies on the birth certificates, like saying that they were twins because they looked enough alike, and they also were very close in birth age. So they were twins, and that, you know, their birth mother, which was the sister, died in childbirth. Oh, actually, no, he didn't. He actually said that Flora was their mother because they were married. No, that's not right, because too many people knew about anyway. So he just had their birth certificates faked, like changed to fit, like, because he was gonna, their son would, you know, the adopted son would not have been a legitimate heir to the dukedom or earldom or whatever. So he put in there that he was the father, so that he could, you know, leave all of his land and everything and his title to the son. And hey, Joy. And so then the kids grow up. The daughters are really well behaved. You know, the son is a drunk, a womanizer, all kinds of bad things. Like, okay. And, but then, World War II is going on at this point. So, you know, we're, the bombing, the raids, the German Lufthansa and all that. So anyway, the husband gets killed in a bombing, and he never changed his will. So the son inherits everything, and all that. But so Flora, who was the daughter of the King of England, never gave birth to a child. And somehow Star is connected to this family. And I'm like, but if Flora never had children and it was only like the adopted son, like the one that she had, Teddy, I think was his name, then that would have had to have been Star's family. They didn't do a really good job explaining it, but the brothers that she meets in the present time, like Star, they are a direct descendant. Like, and then she falls in love with one of them, and I'm like, okay, wait a second. I mean, are they actually related somehow? I mean, because they didn't do a good job. So it was not one of my favorite books. I'm glad I'm done with it. I'm taking a break from the Seven Sisters series to give myself a little bit of time to detox. So I'm listening to a podcast that's an Audible exclusive. So it's a podcast, but it's more like a story. I know. And it's called Impact Winter. So pretty good so far. It's like 2345 and the post-apocalyptic, and there's very few survivors left. And it's by the creators of The Walking Dead. So there are vampires that are the bad guys. But I like the fact that it's got like 5 or 6 people that are creating the voice of the characters, and not just one narrator that has a decent ability to make it sound like different people. But yeah. There's actually like 3 exclusive Audibles for Impact Winter. I don't know if I'll listen to all of them, but I am liking it so far. It's literally like, because I listen to my books on faster speed, this book is not going to take me long. I'm almost finished with it since I turned it on this morning at the gym. All right, so I'm going in with the darkest purple, and I'm following my arch. I'm almost finished with The Keepers of the Rain. It's a pretty interesting book. I like historical adventure novels, I guess, because this is an adventure novel, but it also mixes in some historical fiction. So it's about these archaeologists, hydrologists, professors that are in Jordan, teaching and stuff, and they are kidnapped because King Herod apparently hid some treasure 2,000 years ago, the Eliot stone. I don't know how it's pronounced. But at the beginning of every chapter, it goes back and chronicalizes King Herod's timeline. And apparently he had some, they weren't really slaves, but prisoners that escaped, and they had the Eliot Stone. And if you look up this particular stone, it is an actual thing, and it is referenced, some references to King Herod biblical times. So there's some of that. And then But I know they're going to find it because, you know, they have to. This is an adventure book. There has to be. They have to. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my natural color because I didn't want purple all the way up top. Just a little bit. And I probably should have done this before I did my... We're going to see how good I can do. But there's definitely a love interest going on. So it's kind of got a mix of everything. It's a quick book. It's only like 300 and something pages. Okay, not bad. And then I'm still going to be reading Fiery Cross, which is the 4th book, I think, in the Outlander series. It's I don't think anyone else in the book club is still reading the Outlander series, but I'm going to finish. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm going to take a lighter purple, like a true lavender, and I'm going to start blending it here. But I've got rehearsals tonight with Farasha's dance studio, because I am playing a small part in her Easter, The Passion. So I've got rehearsals tonight and tomorrow night, and the Easter show is Saturday. And then Sunday, we're going to my mother's to take care of some stuff there. Get these blended better. I'm gonna tell you what, that dark purple is like, it is stuck. Not really blending well today, but I don't know if it's the Beauty Creations or it's just really well set. All right, now I'm going to also take this lighter purple and start down here. Blend better there. Okay. And where's my other? My last color is a very light purple. Get right up here on top. And the lightest purple underneath here. This almost is looking blue on camera, but I promise you I chose the purples. Now I want to see if the lightest purple can cover up that. It covers it, but it looks a little pink. Not bad. And this is my middle purple shade I used today. Just kind of getting this blended a little bit more. All right, and then I'm gonna really kind of go back in between here. And that dark purple still looks a little too... I mean, getting better at blending it, but I think... Alright. And then what I'm going to do is get this corner a little bit deeper, like that. All right. That does it. Now, I actually have purple blush. And I'm probably not going to put on eyelashes today because I'll get home late from rehearsals and I don't necessarily know if I want to deal with taking off everything, which you shouldn't do. You should always take your makeup off. But okay, get my blush on here. There we go. I think I might add a little bit of shimmer. I'm not sure, but I'm going into my purple, which is still gonna read pink. And I already have purple lips on. So let's see, where's my Magical Guardians? And I have these wonderful colors. So now I know how to see which one. That one's really pink. I can see. Pink. Honestly, I'm thinking full moon. All right. Let's just get a little bit. It just added the perfect, I mean, literally touching. And then I'm gonna use what's left on my finger up here. This is super pretty. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to see what it does on a purple lip. Oh my God. It turns it kind of an iridescent ice blue, but I don't care. Here's my look. I will go and edit my post to show that what palettes I used for this. Go get this palette. In fact, get all of them. Probably will go back and get the orange one just because I have an addiction to duochrome eyeshadows. Alright, one more time. There's the swatches. Alright, y'all have a great day. I'm gonna take care of some more things before Addison gets home today. Bye. Slow connection.